I think you are going to write a cycle test, right? In between, there is a Bakrid already tomorrow. So today it's high time for us to start the revision of what we have seen, right? So we are going to move with it. So I hope you'll thorough with the portions because you all have enjoyed the lessons as well as the poem. So we all know one prose and one poem is there. So the prose is what? Little Nino and the Secret Beard, and the poem is The Wand written by Sylvia Stutz. Okay. So the memory poem, I hope you all are thorough with it. So you all would have done it as a homework also. So I'm very sure that it's very simple. So paragraph you all can even write it in your own. You don't worry, Afzal Raja. Don't worry, Sanjana. We'll do page number 11 as the revision is going on. Okay. When the revision is going on itself, we'll do the compound adjectives. Don't worry about it. So we will get it clear. Don't worry. Okay. Stay cool. It's not an issue. So dear children, we all know we have synonyms and antonyms around the corner. So then the idioms. Okay, idioms, you are going to learn your book back. Okay, Afzal Raja, when it is needed, you will get it. You don't worry. Already you have the workbook there. Got it? Grammar workbook is there. Book back grammar exercises are also there. So exercises will be definitely given to you. Don't worry about it. So synonyms and antonyms, then idioms. Idioms, you all can learn the book back idioms. You didn't write anything in your course book. That's not my responsibility, right? I asked you all to write it in the classwork. Then you can copy it down in your course book. That's what I told you all, right? After getting the course book, if you don't write it, and if you want me to repeat it once again and waste my time, what should I do? Tell me. So when I am talking about something else, please do listen to that alone, right? When it is revision, the entire syllabus, I assure you, I'm going to cover the entire syllabus in the revision. Don't worry about it. Don't make a mess of it. Don't think extra. Okay. Don't worry at all, my dear children. I'm telling to every one of you all. So Afzal Raja was asking a question. It's not his fault also. Very good. You're very curious. I appreciate your thinking. Ma. You don't worry about it. Okay. So synonyms and antonyms are there and around the corner. Those come under vocabulary. Then the idioms. Okay, idioms which are provided in the book will be definitely asked. You can go through it. Then the tenses. Okay, what all the tenses we have seen? Simple present, present continuous, present perfect. Then simple past, past continuous, and past perfect. They are there. Then comes the compound adjective that is also in your book bag. Don't worry, that's what which you are going to learn. Then the short answers, ERCs, memory poem, and the paragraph. Okay. Today we are going to focus on the short answers, ERC, and the paragraphs. Is it clear? Today this is what we are going to revise, my dear children. Don't panic. Your cycle test question paper is going to be like a piece of cake. How will you enjoy eating the cake? Definitely it is going to be like that. I assure you, you don't worry. Creative questions are there, but at the same time, you all have the ability of cracking it. I have confidence on you. Is that clear, ma? Okay. Quickly, let me share the material for you all right now. Okay. Little Nino and His Secret Beard, written by Abid Surti. So look at the synonyms, dear children. Intelligence. We all know what is intelligence, right? Acquiring knowledge, receiving knowledge. If you have more knowledge, you're called as intelligent person. Yes or no? So that is the meaning of the word intelligence. Okay. Look at the second word. It is cartoonist. Whom do we call as a cartoonist? A person who draws cartoons is known as a cartoonist, right? Chuckled. So there are plenty of laughs. There are types of laughs, right? Smiling, chuckling, giggling, all these sort of laughs are there. What is the meaning of chuckled? Chuckled is a quiet laugh. Okay, mocking, when you mock somebody, when you tease somebody, you might laugh without that person hearing. No, so that is known as chuckle, a quiet laugh, right? Amaze, what is amaze? Amaze is surprise. A pleasant surprise is known as amazed. Okay, cabin, what is a cabin? Cabin is nothing but a private room which is specially designed for you. It is only for the use of you. Okay, let me tell once again, the meaning of cabin is a private room. Altimeter, altimeter is always found in an aircraft or an helicopter, right? What is it used for? See, it is an instrument to measure the height of an aircraft. With the help of the altimeter, what we can do, we can measure the height of an aircraft. Okay, what is vacation? Vacation is holiday. Okay, vacation means holiday. Insist, what is insist? Holding up a claim, you're asking for something. When you ask for something, it is known as insist. Okay, the real meaning of it is holding up a claim. Keen, what is keen? Keen means willingness. You're eager to do something means we use the word called keen. The synonym of it is willingness. Okay, next word is peeping. What is peeping? Looking through something with a great effort. So when you peep from your bedroom and you look into your living room means you're doing something secretly, right? So look into something with effort is the real meaning of peeping. Okay, peeping means look into something with effort. Gawked, what is gawked? Gawked means stare fixedly without moving your eyeballs or without twinkling your eyes. That is known as gawked. Gawked means what? Stare fixedly. So we'll stare, no? When we are very angry, we'll stare at a person, right? So that is gawked. Okay, stare fixedly is the meaning. Curious, what is curious? Want to find something. When you need to find something, you are known to be curious. The synonym of it is what? Want to find something. Queries, what is queries? It is known as queries actually, dear children. Queries means inquiry. When you go to the railway station or the airport, you go and inquire them what time is the flight, and the arrival of the flight or the arrival of the train. If you go and ask for that information, it is known as queries. Okay, the meaning of queries is inquiry. Okay, global, what is global, ma? Global means worldwide, throughout the world. It is known as global. Okay, global means worldwide. Loomed, what is loomed? Appeared as a threat, a threatening thing. Okay, a danger which is coming towards us is known as loomed. Okay, the meaning of loomed is appeared as a threat. Next word is probable. What is probable? Likely to be true. Chances of it to be true is not 100%. It might be 80% or 70%. Okay, so that is probable for you. The meaning of probable is likely to be true. Next word is convince. What is the meaning of convince? To make someone believe. You have to convince somebody, no, to trust you. So that is the real meaning. Okay, the meaning of convince is to make someone believe. Okay, what is the next word? Afford. What is the meaning of the word afford? Provide, to give something. Okay, afford means provide. Next word is complicate. What is the meaning of complicate? A very difficult one, a very confusing. So that is what which the meaning provides us. Okay, so the word convince, sorry, the word complicate means difficult. Okay, what is the next word? Futile. What is the meaning of futile? Not worthy. It doesn't have any worth on it. Okay, that is the meaning. Futile means not worthy. Interior. What is interior? Deep inside. My house is interior in Kekenaga means I live in Kekenaga. I'm very deep, far away in Kekenaga. Okay, the word interior means it is deep inside. Okay, the word convince. What is the meaning of the word convince? Satisfied. Okay, satisfied. So we have already seen the present form of convince. Convince means to make someone believe. Convinced means satisfy a person. Sir, both the meanings is the same. Is it same, sir? If you ask a question like that, obviously it is same with slight changes, dear children. Got it? So convinced means satisfied. Are you able to understand, ma? Yes? No? Yes or no? Are you able to understand? Are you able to understand it? Okay, very good. Just take a quick look at all the words. If at all you don't understand any word, just put it in the chat column. I'll tell you the answer. Just take a look at all those 22 synonyms which are given. Just take a look at it. Obviously, your synonyms are going to be asked in MCQ form. So you'll be having choices. A, B, C, D will be there. So when you're writing the answer, if you're writing question number 1, so the question is intelligence means you will write like this. Question number 1, option B, acquire knowledge. So that's how you're going to write. So writing your synonyms, you'll have to be very careful, ma. Dear children, I'll show you just a pic of how to write it. Just look here. See, when you're writing it, you have to write question number 1. That will be your outer margin. Outer margin. Then you have to draw a small margin for writing the options. This is for the vocabulary which is asked with A, B, C, D. Okay. Option B you will write, and then you will write the answer. So this is how you have to write it. Is that clear, my dear children? Is it clear? Is it clear how to write it? Just say yes or no, ma. Fine. Good. Very good. Let me move on to the screen. So this is for all. Let it be antonyms, let it be synonyms, or let it be idioms. Whenever it is asked like that, you're going to write like this. When it is asked in choice, I mean only A and B will be given, or it might be given in bracket. If it is asked like that, you're going to write the question number and write the answer alone. The margin is not needed. This small margin is only needed for writing the options. I hope you all will do it correctly. If you are not writing the options and not drawing a margin, everything must be done with a scale. It should be very neat. So 1 hour is more than enough. So 1 hour is not going to be that hard for you. Don't worry about it. So if your answer is not given in that prescribed form which I have showed you, definitely you will be marked wrong. Okay, you will not be given that mark for you. Okay, is it clear? Have you gone through all the synonyms, ma? Any doubts there? Okay, let's move on to the antonyms. We all know what is antonyms, right? Antonym is the exactly opposite word to that. So long we have seen the synonyms. Now we are going to see the antonyms. Okay, barren. What is the meaning of the word barren? Barren means dry. Okay, dry word. Ritvik Saran, quickly take a look at it because we can't waste time on synonyms and antonyms alone. We have more to go through, right? Make it fast. Everything is given in your posted in your Google Classroom, so you can take a look there also. Margin, you want to take a look. Okay, let me show it quickly to you all again. So don't ask me again. It's going to be very difficult to me to show. So the question number will be outside the red margin. You have to draw one margin here, a small one, not for half page. Don't draw it here. You're going to just write A, B, C, D there. It has to be that small, and then you will write the answers. Okay. So this is what which you're going to do for your antonyms and synonyms. When you look into the question, it's going to be very clear for you. Got it? Let me quickly come to the material again. Let's look into the antonym part. So barren, I told you all the meaning of the word barren, right? Barren means what? Barren means being very dry land. What is the antonym of it? Fertile. Okay. You can call a land as a barren land when there is no grass or any plant which is on it. Okay. No problem, Ritvik sir. So the answer is the opposite word of it is fertile. Okay. Fertile means what? A very fertile land, a very green land. Question number 2, intelligent. What is intelligent? You know everything. What is the exact opposite word of it? Foolish. Okay. If you know nothing, you are known as foolish. Third one is keen. The meaning of it is interesting or willing to do something. What is the opposite of it? Unwilling. Okay, unwilling means what? Not willing to do something. Next question, gawked. Gawked means I told you, staring at somebody. What is the opposite of it? Blinked. Blink means what? Repeatedly twinkling your eyes. So that is blink. The antonym for gawked is blink. Probable means improbable. Probable means something which is going to be likely to be true. Improbable means definitely it is not true, it is false. So the antonym of probable is improbable. Inspire. Inspire means what? Motivating somebody. What is the antonym of it? Demotivate. Okay. Complicate. Complicate means confusing. What is the antonym of it? Uncomplicated. Uncomplicated. Uncomplicated means what? It is not that confusing. Futile. What is the meaning of futile? It is not worthy. The exact antonym of it is worthy. Okay. Futile means worthy. Interior. The antonym of it is exterior. Insist. The antonym of it is give up. Okay. So these are the 10 antonyms which you are going to go through. Understand the meaning and then write the antonym, my dear children. Okay. Just go through these 10 words. When you are done with it, just say yes, sir. We'll continue with the question answers. Right? Quickly go through it. Okay, Sanjana has completed. Very good. The others, please make it fast. Tanishka has completed. Very good. Giona, very good, ma'am. Only 3 have completed. Only 10 words are there. I don't think it is going to be hard for you all to go through it. Amrita, very good. Your confirmation is very important, my dear children. Don't stay dumb in the class. Open up. Try chatting with me. You're always free to do it. Adavan, very good. Akshin, very good. Kanishka. Okay, all. Okay. We'll move on to the question answers. Okay, look here. So when it comes to question answers, don't expect exactly what is given in the study material. So don't say, sir, I have learned this. Only I will answer this question. You are given a different question. It is out of portion, sir. Please don't say like that. Definitely, you have to go through the entire lesson. So the understanding part is only important in English, right? Safa Mariam, no private comments or entertained here. Next time, if you type a private comment, you will be just in the waiting room. Okay, you can be sure after the class is over. Fine, good, no problem. Okay, dear children. So English is all about understanding, my dear children. It's not like science or mathematics. The given sum or given question itself is going to come. You have to go through everything carefully, dear children. Right? So anyway, we are going to look into the answer the following. Okay. Why was DJ so called? Why was Abid Surdi called as DJ? See, little Nino called his grandfather DJ because he was his Dadaji. The full form of DJ is what? Dadaji. Okay. He wanted to make his grandfather the DJ of 21st century. So the main aim was what? He wanted his grandfather. He wanted to make his grandfather the DJ of the 21st century. Okay. Is that clear, ma? Any doubts there? Okay, fine. Question number 2. What were Nino's favorite subjects? What were Nino's favorite subjects? We all know, no? Nino's favorite subjects were electronic devices. First is electronic devices, such as what? Airspeed indicator and altimeter. Other than that, what are the interest? What are his favorite subjects? Airplanes, elevators, vehicles, computers, and Indian trains. Got it? So this is what you're going to write. Nino's favorite subjects are electronic devices such as airspeed indicators and altimeters. Then comes airplanes, elevators, vehicles, computers, and Indian trains. Okay. Question number 3. What, according to his grandfather, was Nino's real secret? What is Nino's secret according to the grandfather? There are 3 things, my dear. Nino's real secret to his curious mind were habit of reading. Point number 1 is habit of reading. Point number 2 is what? Surfing through internet. Surfing through the internet. And point number 3 is inquiry. Inquiry means what? Asking to others. Asking the answers for his question. So that is what which is given. Okay, is that clear, ma? Are you clear with question number 1, 2, and 3? If you have any doubts, then and there you all can clarify it, ma. You all have all the rights to do it. Question number 4. Why did DJ want to convince Nino to save water? Why Abid Surdi wanted Nino to save water? So look here, DJ wanted to convince Nino to save water because, yes, I will zoom it for you all. Okay. DJ wanted to convince Nino to save water because it hadn't rained much lately. Why he wanted Nino to save water? Because it hadn't rained at all. It hadn't rained in the recent days. Birds, cows, and other animals were literally dying due to water crisis. What happened? Because there is no rain, birds, cows, and other animals, they were literally dying because of water crisis. They did not have any water to drink. So he felt that once Nino was convinced, he could inspire his school friends also to save water. If the grandfather is successful in convincing Nino, he could pass the message. Nino could pass the message to his school friends to save water. So that is the real reason for DJ to convince Nino to save water. Is that clear, ma? Okay, next question. How does DJ describe Nino? How does DJ describe Nino? See here? DJ described Nino as a boy whose intelligence was beyond that of most adults, including him. So what does DJ think? Nino is far intelligent than any other adult, most of the adults. More than a matured person, he was very intelligent. He was barely 6 years old. How many years old he was? Just 6 years old. But his intelligence was extraordinary. He had an extraordinary intelligence, and it was quite amazing also. Is that clear, my dear children? Question number 6. Narrate the motorman's experience with Nino. So motorman, who's the motorman? Is the engine driver of the Rajdhani Express. See, once Nino's family was traveling to Delhi by Rajdhani Express. So once Nino and his family, they were on vacation to Delhi. So they had to board in to Rajdhani Express. Rajdhani Express is a train. Nino insisted to peep inside the motorman's cabin. He wanted to go into the cabin of the engine driver. We all know there will be an engine. There will be a special cabin for the engine drivers to be seated there. So he went there. Okay, he went and peeped inside the motorman's cabin. There he saw the motorman and questioned him about the engine design. So he went inside there. He called the engine driver, the motorman, and he questioned about the engine. What was his question? Is this Rajdhani engine a VAP 5 or VAP 7? So that was a question which he asked. And this surprised the engine driver, the motorman, and even he was shocked because at the age of 6, nobody can ask this question, my dear. When this little Nino asked him, which engine is used in the Duranto? So really, the engine man was shocked. Okay, the motorman was shocked when little Nino asked him which engine is used in the Duranto. Duranto means the engine. Okay, so actually we call that as train engine. No, the front part we'll call it as engine. The real word which we are about to call it is Duranto. Duranto is the word which is used there. Question number 7. How do you know that DJ was nervous about talking to Nino regarding water conservation? How do we come to know that DJ was nervous? Okay, DJ knew that if he had to convince Nino regarding water conservation, he should be fully prepared to face his innocent and unpredictable questions. So DJ knew well if he wanted to convince Nino regarding water conservation. What is water conservation? Preservation of water. He should be fully prepared because Nino is just 6 years old. He will ask plenty of innocent questions as well as unpredictable questions here. So he had decided to plan all the probable questions and prepare his answer. So he was expecting what question Nino will be asking me. And he was ready with the answers also. All these things made him feel like a student. All these things made Abid Surdi, a 80-year-old man, like a student. And he felt butterflies in his stomach. Butterflies in his stomach means what? He was a little bit frightened. This shows that DJ was nervous about talking to Nino. All these activities makes us clear that DJ is really nervous about talking to Nino about the water conservation. Is that clear? Are you clear with all these 7 questions? Is there any doubts, my dear children? Are there any doubts? Shall we move on to question number 8? Yes, I know you all are very intelligent, my dear children. You all are really doing a great job. It's not necessary that you all are writing it exactly like this. Afzal Raja, you can write it in your own. I know you have a lot of creative skill. Not only Afzal Raja, the entire grade 8 has a lot of intelligence. So y'all are intelligent like Nino. So y'all will write it beautifully. I expect your creative answers. Creative answers are most welcome, dear. Okay. We'll move on to the question number 8. Okay. Why was Nino given a gold star at school one day? Why was he given a gold star? Okay. Nino wrote an essay about water conservation, which was titled "How Kids Can Save Water." So there was a essay competition in the school regarding water conservation. What was the title? How Kids Can Save Water. He was even asked by his teacher to read it aloud to the whole class because his essay was really amazing. His class teacher asked him to read aloud to the whole class. For this essay, he was given a gold star at the school that day. For writing that essay, he was given a gold star in the school that day. So this is the answer which we expect to write. Okay. The final one, list Nino's method to save water. What were the methods which was written by Nino to save water? See, he will close the taps if it is left open and dripping. So first point is, he insists others to close the dripping or open tap. Wherever you see the open tap, you have to close it. That's point number 1. He can water some dry plants or trees with the remaining water from his water bottle. In the evening, when you come back from school, what are you going to do with the remaining water? Instead of pouring it on the ground, you can pour it on the plants or trees which are dry. And point number 3 is, he will use only one bucket for his bath instead of using the shower. So what is he going to do? He will use one bucket of water instead of using the shower for bathing. Okay. Are you all clear with question number 8 and 9, dear children? Are you all clear? Don't worry. I'll explain the paragraph also, so that after that you will find it easy for writing. Okay. Don't worry, my dear children. It's time up.